Alright, so my birthday is coming up in 2 weeks, so I decided to make a video about it, because just for memory, I guess. So me, I'm just a raging Nick fiend. Like, I love Nick, like, vape, cigarettes, anything, bro. Like, I just love Nick so much. And last year, it was my sweet 16, you know, I was turning 16. I wanted a bunch of friends to hang out with, like, just to tell them to come over after school since it's a school day. And here's the part where stuff started going downhill. It never started off of a normal day to begin with. It was a pretty stressful day in school. So I had a pretty stressful day. I got out of school, and then I just started, like, rolling up. Like, I was tired. I had a really nice car at home at the same time, so I was desperate to go home. But I went to McDonald's with my friends, which is like, the McDonald's we went to is like right across where I used to live. So we went to McDonald's and we stayed there for like 2 hours, and we talked to like a bunch of like, there's her friends and my friends, and like we just all invited them to my small getty that's literally supposed to be small. And I don't know what we were thinking at the point. We thought like the more people the better, and like as you grew older, like it's clearly a mistake, because it's not fun with a bunch of random people at your birthday, because it creates chaos when everybody's fucked up. But 1 year ago I didn't know that, so I was stupid. I walked to my crib with like 50 other people, and like it's just really crazy. Because like my parents are home at the time, and I don't want them like doing drugs or anything in front of my parents. So I was like, yo, like maybe we should go to the pool. And then like everybody was like, oh, let's go to your crib first. So I went to my crib, you know, we all said hi to my mom, and we all like 50 people in my fucking room. Well, not really 50, but like you get the point. Like it's just like a shit tons of girls in my room, and we just hotboxing it with my cart. And like when I got fucked up, like, well, not really fucked up, but like baked. Like I'm starting to act like a little bit slow after like 15 hits, you know? Cause we were in my crib for a good time, and like everybody is just like stoned as fuck at that point. Like we didn't even want to do anything. So like it was getting crowded, so my mom just suggested that we go downstairs to the pool. And I was like, bet. And then that's when stuff went really fucking wrong, because I was already stressed enough about school and the people that I barely know that I brought over to my crib. And my mom was getting like hella fucking suspicious at that point, because everybody had their nick out. So we went to the pool, and then my friend had some like dabs, and it was pretty nice of him to bring those dabs, because those literally saved my day. It was not a good day. I got too much anxiety. I started crying, and nobody's fucking listening to me. And it just turned into like a whole party. Like it's supposed to be like a 5 people getty, and then it turned into like a whole party. Everybody was either drunk or high at that point. And then I was just sitting there crying, and I was making out with a girl at that point. I'm pretty sure I was. I don't know why I did that. But I also invited this guy that I was talking to at the time over, so it was really awkward for me to make out with a girl while talking to that guy. And of course, he got a little bit jealous, he got a little bit mad, and then his homeboys were like backing him up, and it was just really chaos, like straight up chaos. And people were throwing shit around, and like especially like sodas, and someone left the alcohol bottle on the table, and it was just really messy. Well, I can't stop crying, and then, like, I talked to my mom about it. She's chill with it at the moment, because it's my birthday. She knows that people were doing drugs, but, like, she just doesn't want me to do it, and obviously, I'm not gonna listen to her. Back then, I wasn't gonna listen to her, so, yeah, I was fucked up making out with a random girl, and then, like, when the party's finally fucking over, like, I just had a breakdown, because it's so shit. Like, it's actually so shit. It's just people there for clout and like pictures. Like nobody's actually like it wasn't the one, like it's just me. It's not just me and my friends, and my best friend had to leave early, so it's even worse for me. I got home and I look at, like, I'm not trying to complain out here, but the shit they gave me is like weird as fuck. Like my cousin, they gave me like this weird ass shit. Like it was so weird. It was like a dollhouse, and keep in mind, I was turning 16 at the time. Why would you give me dolls? Like I don't get it. It was so weird. Like I'm not complaining. Like it's a gift, but like there's no use to it, you know. And I don't really got anything like good out of that day. It was just terrible. In general, like that whole day is just terrible. I literally like lost half of my hose at the time, and then because I was sad and I was making out with someone, and then like also like I didn't really get to make a wish. My cake was horrible. Like everything was just not right. And hopefully I don't like repeat the same mistakes this year by inviting people that I don't even want to be there. Like that I don't even want to be there, and you know, and just try to make it like as chill as possible. And I will not be drinking alcohol beverages this year because alcohol makes people want to like jump around and shit, and I don't know how people act when they're drunk. So like this year I was just planning to be like a smoke session. It would be pretty nice, like just a chill stoner thing, you know? Cause I'm not like I drink too, but the point is like people get drunk and they do crazy shit, and I can't be worrying about that like I was last year, because they were throwing everything around, and someone's mom even pulled up just to scream at their son's friends for being there. Apparently it was so like weird. It was just so weird. Like she forbids her son to hang out with us after that day. Like it was just so bad. And like my mom was mad. Everybody's like mom ended up being mad at some point, but I think they all forgave us though. Like, but we made a mess. Like we trashed the place. Like we trashed the clubhouse, and that was what my mom was being mad about. But I didn't have a good high that day. I don't think I had a good drunk either. It was just a terrible day in general. Like I'm trying to like not repeat the mistake I did last year, cause to be honest, like when you throw a party, like you have to expect like the worst people to pull up. Like there's actually like bad people out there, and you don't know who's bad and who's good, like, or who's in the middle. And then like you just invite a bunch of random people, and some people just don't mix well. They cause problems. Like at first it's fun, like oh it's a bunch of people, but like at the end of the day, like when you get like a little bit older, a little bit mature, after things happen, after shit goes down, like you realize like maybe I don't need that many people, you know. And just, yeah, that's basically what happened and how my 16-year-old birthday went down. That's like the whole story of why I don't want to throw another party anymore.